And Countess Yvonne of Lanexeter's necklace. Your handiwork, wasn't it?
It was. I scaled a gutter, entered her bedchamber.
Ha! I knew it.
Ah, at last, we're all here. Time to begin. This heist, it's no jest. So if any of you has any doubts, isn't sure, now's the time to leave. Won't be able to after. The Borsodi's auction house, its vault. That's our target. Eveline, you'll enter through the tower when the patrol rounds this corner. Drop us a line. We have to be inside within 5 minutes, is that enough?
It's plenty.
Splendid. Once we're all in the tower, we'll proceed to the auction house. Shouldn't see any guards inside. If we do, we'll have Geralt and his blades. Then, downstairs to the vault. Quinto will crack the lock. We get in the vault, take the loot, disappear out the back through a secret passage. I've said my piece. Any questions?
Got a horse sense take on this. Secret passage. If we plan to use it on the way out, why not on the way in?
Excellent question. Why not?
Every corridor has two ends, right? Like a rope. I know the location of just one end. It's in the vault. The other, it's somewhere beneath the city. But I can't tell you where.
Great.
But if you were to...
Find that location, I wouldn't need any of you. Believe you me, I've tried. Time and again. Anything else?
Additional security measures. Traps. Any inside? Anything we need to watch out for?
Nothing particularly dangerous. Here on the ground floor, there's a rope linked to the bell in the tower. Anyone sounds the alarm, there'll be trouble.
How do we stop it from ringing?
Don't pull the rope. As I said, the auction house ought to be empty. I don't expect any problems.
What about the vault? How is it secured?
With a door. But you ought to be able to handle it. Any other problems we resolve as they come. Anything else?
All good and fine, except... what if something goes wrong? Seriously.
You're on your own. We all are.
Just like that?
No room for friendship in this business.
All right, let's get to work. Want to be done with this as soon as possible.
We'll reconvene in the gateway beside the tower. Midnight sharp. And everyone's to make sure they're not followed. I'll get word to the cook in the barracks.
What about wearing masks? Not a city in the north that don't have wanted posters with my likeness hanging about.
I'll tend to that. Ah, one last thing. Inform the City Watch. Blabber anything about this over an ale, and I'll kill you. With my own hands.
If you're so damn scared somebody'll talk, let's all go there together. Now.
Any objections? Anyone need more time? On our way, then. Let's begin. Prime. Just one patrol. Mixture of yours must have worked. Eveline, you ready?
Are you kidding? Of course I am.
Three, two, one. It's clear. On your way.
Ploughing city foul. Shite all over again.
What? Also.
Troll's turning round.
We've 1 minute. Move.
Hold a little here. Hello, Mother. Keep us from... If memory serves, you assured us there be no one inside.
Seems my informer was wrong.
Is that all you've got to say? I nearly broke my neck.
You knew what you were signing up for. This is no time to argue.
Not the time, true. But we'll discuss this later. You can be sure of that.
At your service, mate. One guard could mean many more. You'd best draw your sword now.
No.
What now?
No one dies. Said so from the start.
Whatever. Don your masks and let's go.
Letters must be old. String seems to say so too. It was true love. Clear for now. Knock on wood.
Good. Eyes in the back of your heads, everyone.
Mine are open. I've already seen several things I...
Yes, but we shall raise the starting What's this? Guards! Guards!
Should have stayed in that cage.
You said...
I damn well know what I said. At them before they sound the alarm. is not to flee!
Lock themselves in.
Bollocks!
Damn it.
Lay down your arms! You have no chance!
Perhaps not. But we do have hostages.
Mercy, Master! On the count of 3, we go in! 1, 2...
Come one step closer and folk will die!
Hold now! We must negotiate. What are your demands? To release the hostages?
Buy us a bit of time, Geralt.
We have one demand. Pull back from the auction house.
You know I cannot do that!
You can. Just not sure you want to. How about I help you decide? Kill a hostage.
Just do what they want! I beg you! Calm yourself! No one is to be harmed, clear?
Nothing simpler. So long as you take your boys and pull out, we'll all live happily ever after.
I repeat, that is not an option. We must bargain, reach an agreement.
So tell me a joke. Any joke. So long as it's funny.
Excuse me? This is no...
Got a tip for you. No charge. Every tip after this will cost you, in the blood of an innocent. When talking to someone who's holding hostages, never use the words no, not, but, or maybe. Understand, Reginald?
My name's not Reg.
You're not supposed to say not!
Huh, see that? This one gets the idea. And if I want to call you Reginald, I'll call you Reginald. Clear?
Yes. Clear.
Excellent. So let me hear the joke, Reginald. And believe me, you better hope it makes me laugh.
A little elfin runs up to his mother, calling Poop Poop. She says, "It's over there, love. Cut yourself a slice."
You a racist, Reginald?
No, not at all. I just...
Ah! Don't say no!
Yes, I'm a racist. I bloody hate elves. Dwarves too.
Time he took a gander downstairs. Vault's open.
Give you another chance, Reginald. You got 10 minutes to think of a better joke. Don't fuck this up. Goodwill gesture now. Letting one hostage go, then another hostage for every joke you tell me. Deal?
Deal. 10 minutes.
Good work.
Sorry, boys. You'll have to go on without me. I didn't sign on for this turn of events.
Just one way out of here. Through the vault.
There's a second. The chimney. Believe I'll squeeze through.
Doubt you can, Witcher. You've no choice, I'm afraid. Let's go. Downstairs.
The lock. Lovingly crafted. 2 spring-loaded bolts, cylindrical plugs, Dimeritian wards.
I'm not interested. No one's interested. We go in. Geralt, you're at the fore.
Why me?
It's why I hired you. Now move. We've no time.
Do or die. As if I haven't seen it out of sight.
Like that.
That's it, for now.
They're in the vault! Lock themselves in! Virginia! You'll pay for this! Battering ram! Run and get a ram!
You don't know who you're fucking with.
On the contrary, I know all too well.
You'll?
Greetings, brother. Been years.
Well, well. Complications, complications.
Think you owe us an explanation, you old Borsodi. This family reunion, what's the point?
Revenge. For betrayal. Years of poverty. Humiliation. Father left the auction house to me in his will. Horst cheated me. Had me disinherited.
Anything. Everything we earned, you squandered on cards and whores. Father didn't see that. I did.
That's no excuse, Horst. And it won't save your life.
You two, stand with me. I'll not let the Redanians lay a hand on you. Give you whatever you want.
Not about to meddle, especially not in family matters.
Then you'd have done better not to break into my vault. I fear it's too late to turn neutral. Stand with me, and I shall drape you in gold. Stand against me, and you'll remain here forever.
Of two evils, guess I prefer you, Horst.
What? How dare you?
Hate to be taken for a ride. Said that from the start. Should have treated it seriously.
Well, hard not to agree with that. Sorry, Ewald.
You see? All have turned against you. Once again. This time for the last time.
Yet to be seen. I'll not go quietly.
Look, even your accomplices have turned against you. But not I. A brother once, a brother always. I'm prepared to forgive you.
Is that so?
On one condition. That you acknowledge me as head of the family. And bow before me. I might have fallen prey had I not known. But I do, you all. The bad shilling that always turned up. Bathe and dress him for the funeral. Something presentable. I'll not have him bring me more shame. At last. How I despise unfinished business.
What do you say we talk about my reward?
Yes. Well, as I said, you're free to take what you please.
Think I'll give this ruby necklace a new home.
And as I said...
Of course. The Witcher.
I want Max Borsodi's house. Whatever it is.
You fail to understand. Scrolls, documents, the will in there. None of this can land in Olgierd's hands. Not for any price.
Any? You sure?
Gents, might I appeal to your sense of reason?
Yes, Witcher. I'd sooner die than let you have those papers.
Admire your courage, I do. But we need to figure something out.
How? I was clear. I'll not hand you the house.
No. Said you won't hand me its contents. I don't need those papers. Casket'll do me just fine.
I see. The wolf leaves sated, yet the sheep lives on.
This wolf's pretty damn tired. So let me have the damn casket and lead us out of here.
With immense pleasure. Believe me. Whereas you, I like. Wait with me a while. We must talk. I seek someone exceptionally well-versed in locks and traps and whatnot.
My work of that sort would be a right honor, Governor.
This way. Get out, Witcher. And don't come back.
You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of steel.
Stay out of my way. Fuck. Crawl back under your rock.
What's all this kicking? Eric's got turn mixing time.
What are they doing?
Playing. Overgrown wains, you see. Have you any children, Geralt?
None.
Oh, yes. Forgot witches are sterile. Well, don't just stare at me. Tell me what brings you.
You ever play Gwent?
An immortal demands you fulfill 3 wishes, and you've the gall to propose a round of Gwent.
Afraid to lose?
Believe that's the worst wind-up I've ever heard. Lay out your cards. shite. Not much I detest more than losing. Well, my congratulations. This card's yours.
Thanks. Vladimir sends his love.
You spoke to him? Impossible.
Did more than that. Fulfilled your wish, and talked to him extensively. Fulfilled your wish. Your dead brother had himself one more day like those of old.
Very easy to say. But have you got any proof?
I do.
Vladimir's hand is unmistakable. You've done well, Witcher. Need something else?
Max Bersodi's house, as requested.
The papers, where are they?
Left them in the vault. You wanted the house, you got the house. Never mentioned its contents.
You're a quick study. Already as tricky as Odimim's. Do you know what I and the company do with your time?
Dunno. Ask for legal advice? Looks to me like you might need some. You signed the contract, Olgierd. I'm just fulfilling its terms, to the letter. Unhappy? Hell, should have chosen your words more carefully.
Yes, I should have. I assume you came to an agreement with Horst. Shame. A right horse in that one.
His brother Ewald was worse.
Was?
Horst killed him with his own hands.
It's progress.
Horst's brother. Did you know about him?
I should think so. Ewald was famous in certain circles.
Which ones?
The kind noble witches don't usually associate with. He murdered for coin, no questions, without batting an eye. Always extravagantly, though. If not for his damn surname, I believe I'd have invited him to join the company.
Why did you even need those papers?
To sink the Borsodis, naturally. You see, I learned of an interesting clause in old man Maximilian's will. It states that his sons must meet and shake hands in agreement at least once a year at Bellatane. Failing that, the auction house must be auctioned off. The proceeds to go to Vilmerius Hospital.
Guess the old man sensed what might happen.
Aimed to deliver those papers to the right hands. Borsodi would have landed in the streets, and the hospital would have gotten the funds it needs to treat orphans and beggars pro bono.
Awfully noble of you, showing so much concern for the needy.
I couldn't give a rat's ass about the needy. May they wither and disappear along with the city. I wanted one thing. Revenge.
The Borsodis. What's your gripe? Get kicked out of an auction?
Worse. They evicted me from my home. Are you really interested?
Wouldn't have asked if I wasn't.
Ha! Cheeky as ever. My family, they took on some debt. A poor investment in a sawmill. A bad crop one year. A lawsuit lost. You know how it is. When it rains, it pours. We needed but a few weeks to recover. But Horst Borsodi had acquired our debt. All of it. Demanded it be repaid immediately. I pleaded. I begged. I tore open my shirt at his threshold. Ugh. It was like talking to a wall. I went to the auction. Saw those perfumed pricks buy my father's sword. My mother's death mask. My brother's horse tack. Ah, Horst earned a pretty pile selling our mementos.
No surprise the animosity you feel for him.
that was but the start. My Iris's parents learned of my family's misfortune, and our betrothal was no more. They found her another suitor, one from beyond the sea. The anger I felt. I thought I'd gone mad. Went to the tavern, drank a round, a second, abroad, then had another tankard. And then, I asked the wrong bloke for help.
What happened then?
What happened then, Witcher, was one big stinking pile of shite. Well, why do you stand there? Do you need something still?
Third wish. Time you stated it.
A moment, Geralt. I must see to something. Then we'll chat. You there. Yank the herring out the barrel.
Come on, none of this dallying.
Now, ready to listen? Or do you still not give two shites about what I've got to say?
I'm ready. I'm listening.
Good. You'll return to your lord and tell him as follows. His demand was brazen. Hurt me to the core. For I was brought up to respect the sacred law of hospitality. And I shall not bend to an uncouth boor's dictum. I will pay him a visit shortly to test his willing.
Aye, got it.
Give this man a mount and leave him go. Come, Witcher. We must talk. Theopheri believe one should only discuss important matters out of doors, with the gods as witnesses.
Fulfilled 2 of your wishes. Time I learned the 3rd.
Confident, aren't you? Proud, sure of your strength.
3rd task, if you don't mind.
Mutations. They stripped you of a mo...
You don't give a shit, Olgierd.
You'd make piss-poor company for a talk about love anyway.
3rd wish. Still waiting to hear it.
Aye, aren't you stubborn? Fine. Listen well. I had a wife once. The day I saw her last, I gave her a rose. A violet one. Bring me that bloom. Wouldn't mind reminding myself what it looks like.
When was that? How long's it been? Flowers wilted and turned to dust by now.
You wished to hear a wish. Now you have. Fulfill it. I ride now to visit this Dauntless, but one of my men will remain here. He'll know how to find me. That is, of course, should you succeed.
Least you could tell me where your wife is.
In my old manor, east of Martin Foy's farmstead. I'd wish you Godspeed, but, well, you understand, I'm sure. Goodbye, Geralt.
Greetings again.
Show me what you have in stock. So long.
Stay out of my way.
Oh!
Kendrick! Kendrick? Kendrick?
Not so loud.
Ah! God, scared me after...
Not so loud, I said. Fog's not natural. Could be something in there hiding. Foglets or air nymphs, for example. Don't want to attract them. Believe me.
Foglets? Oh, sweet mother, my little, why did I ever come here?
Good question. What are you doing here?
See, Kendrick and me, we thought Manor's been empty.
Mm-hmm. So you're a thief.
Thieves steal from the living. What's the harm taking from the dead? Kendrick went to open the door. I stood watch. What?
No.
Phew.
I'll see what that was and look for your partner. You?
I ain't about to wait around. I'm out of here.
Pretty sprawling, this estate. Someone's still tending to the flower beds. No violet rose, though. Woods rotted completely. Beehives, well maintained but dormant. Fresh manure. Rather worn, used often. Wonder by who. Water's ice cold. Mountain stream that rose here. Maybe somewhere out back. Rope looks new. Bucket's been repaired. Could it be? Tools are so organized it's scary. A busted lamp, and the ground's trampled. Somebody dragged something this way. A body? Someone dragged a wounded man through here. Prints from cleated boots, leading from the back of the garden. I'd scooch along, kitty. This place. What's that? That... digging? Graves, unmarked, laid out in rows, like garden beds. Hey. Hear me? Another thief. Body's mutilated. Who are you? Damn. the fuck was that? No eyes or nostrils, deformed organs. Damn thing had no right to be alive.
Well, philosophers do still debate what it means to be alive, exactly.
Normally I'd be shocked, but not after what I just saw. Who are you two?
Clearly not animals. Think of us as friends of the house.
What about this thing? What can you tell me? Friend of yours?
We called him the Caretaker.
Doesn't look like any creature I...
From very far away.
Very far...
The name of this place would...
You know them?
Olgierd von Everec.
Great. So, lady...
Why do you wish to see her?
I'm here to get the Violet Rose.
Iris is inside, in the bedchamber upstairs.
Guess I'll make my own introductions. So, how should I address you?
As you did now. We'd rather keep our names to ourselves.
Be careful. Geared as I've never known him. A different man then. everything is clean, ready for a meal to be served. Caretaker must still set the table. Happy families are all alike. Every unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. Fire damage. Interesting. Come on, come closer. Was that? Bedchamber. Iris was supposed to be here. Lovely couple. Gotta be her. Damn it.
You wish to see her? Here she is.
A man should frame his wishes carefully. It forestalls disappointment.
This some sick joke. Why didn't you tell me she was dead right away?
You didn't ask.
And why hasn't anyone buried her?
We can't. As for the caretaker, the one you cut down, while still alive, she ordered him to stay away.
Her ghost's restless, angry, attacks intruders. Know why?
Lady von Everett has endured much hardship. She's unaccustomed to guests and not fond of strange folk.
She can't hear us.
Seems I gotta speak to Iris's ghost.
It's no easy task to contact.
Got my ways to make...
She spent much time...
Wait. Take this key.
Good dog.
Yes, she loved to paint.
Did...
She feared death.
I didn't know Iris von Everec. Fate had it a stranger now. At times, fate muddles our path, yet all deserve rest. I don't know if you want to be buried with a painting of your... But you live together, so maybe you want to be with him in death as well. The remains are interred. Let's... Tormented spirit, I've laid your bones to rest. Forgive me for tearing you from your realm. I need to ask you... Should I follow you? All right. What is this place?
The painted world.
How'd you two get it?
We exist in both worlds.
All right, this is lovely and all.
You awoke her but for a moment. If you wish to speak to her, you must tear her from her slumber completely.
Sure, but...
You're a tracker, right?
Yeah, so...
This is a world built of memories blurred and wilting.
You need to find them.
Easy to say. Spectres of Olgid and his wife. But why aren't they moving?
This is a memory.
But it's incomplete. Blurred.
The spirit from the steppe. Read often, well worn. Painting palette. Perfect match. Perfect match.
We should get a dog. Or a dog and a cat. When the rain comes, the dog will warm my feet and the cat will play with a ball of yarn by the... Are you even listening?
Apologies, dear. Had my mind on my book.
Is it that terribly absorbing?
Hmm? Yes, terribly. Know what? Let's go inside.
Why? It's lovely out here.
Sorry, dear. I feel unwell.
What is that? Another memory?
No, a nightmare.
A fear embodied, which sooner or later you will have to confront.
Another memory. Wine cup, just like the one Olgierd's holding. Perfect match.
Your health, my dear wife.
And yours, my husband.
In my land, custom calls that newlyweds be greeted with bread and salt. But we're alone for now.
I need none but you.
I shall see what I can do.
Gladly, but I know this sounds silly.
Afraid of spiders? I know. I swept them all up and tossed them in the garden.
My knight, you've seen to everything.
Damn it all. Same figure. Another dream of the past. Bet this one's incomplete too. Just a little different than the painting.
My darling, is everything all right? Everything's fine, really.
It's a long racket.
They still refuse to meet me. And what's...
We've brought some of Iris's things.
Banknotes.
We paid off your debts, bought them out, to avoid bringing shame to the family.
So nice of Mama and Papa to remember me.
Olgierd. Now you see his true nature? A ruffian and a boor who keeps the company of bandits.
Lost your nerve? So let's follow him. Not you again. Don't like this place. A bedchamber. Towel stained with blood.
What time is it?
It's late. Sleep.
Up all night in your study again, I see. What have you got on your hands?
Nothing. Got a bit dirty, that's it.
Is that blood?
Ink stains. I was writing letters. I shall...
Oh, that's a marvelous...
Then it's decided.
I shan't fall asleep now.
Another blurred memory. Fresh, as if someone just rinsed it. Living tableaus. Fits. Maybe I'm... This. Finally, just like the picture.
Smile a bit wider.
Like this?
You were meant to smile, not... No, still wrong. You're useless.
I've a bit of work I should see to.
Again. Olgierd, we agreed not to keep...
Forgive me.
Olgierd. Olgierd.
Die.
Master von Everek's study. Here he immersed himself in the arcane arts.
The gates of mystery between worlds. The library of an occultist. blood pacts, or on foreign presences. A tome about parleying with demons. Blood? For some kind of magic, I bet. Pentagrams here to bind summoned beings. Lines aren't all clear, though. Need chalk to fix them, then I can set out the candles. Black magic. That should... How about this?
Come back! We must talk!
Go away. I wish to be alone.
Not this time! Come out at once!
Leave me be. I merely want to work in peace. What other spell must I use, damn it? I've tried them all. I wish to end our pact. I summon thee! Damn it! Fire! In here, quickly! The flames! Douse the flames!
I did not expect that.
Damn it, smack in the middle of a raging blizzard. Gotta find shelter, get inside. Olgierd, Iris, and her father. A beer tankard, but there was vodka in it. A marriage contract between Iris and Olgierd. So that's how he whiled away the long winter evenings. Her father must have been holding the contract.
Furthermore, it is agreed that Iris shall be accorded the respect she is owed, that you shall heed her counsel and requests, and...
Get to the point, Father. My patience runs thin.
Gladly. On Iris's request, I declare this marriage null and void.
You vowed to remain with me till death do us part.
And I've held to my vow. The Olgierd I married is no more.
Breaking a word once given does not come that easy. Believe me. You shall stay here, forever.
Enough! You will not command us. You will...
Father! Father!
Servants,
take this carcass and feed it to the beasts.
Then von Everec ceased to be human.
Though he still loved his wife.
No, he merely remembered that he should love her.
Let's go upstairs.
I remember. We spent much time together here, the three of us.
In silence.
We'll take our places, the same as then.
You do the rest.
Bowl. Small bowl. For soup, maybe? There we go. Think this was yours. Perfect match. You actually ate from these bowls?
Of course not. I already told you, we're not animals.
But the caretaker would set them out all the same, as ordered.
Another monstrosity. I begged you to stop this. Those two are too many as it is.
The dog and cat keep you company. This one will protect you, care for the house, no matter what happens.
Before, I wished to know what was going on in that head of yours. Now, I care not the slight.
I feel nothing.
Just as I no longer know if I still hate you. Go, Olgierd. I want you out of my sight.
Olgierd von Everec failed to understand we'd never be able to replace him.
His spectre now casts a shadow over Lady Iris's every remembrance. We're almost at our journey's end.
What's there?
Iris von Everec's greatest fear.
My dearest wife, letters from Olgierd to Iris. Were I only as skilled with words as I am with my blade, especially now, when an icy void grips my heart. I see how you look at me, and I see you wither. I cannot help you, but I believe I can cease harming you. This letter and this rose are my farewell. May you live in health, and remember but the good times, Olgierd. how long you gonna make me wait? Let's end this. There's life in the sea as a boat through the roadside. Time to end this. That's a dangerous man you've chosen to deal with, Witcher. You under the delusion in your tasks. Live happily ever after. You under the tasks. Live happily ever after. What? Lost your nerve? That's a dangerous man. Witcher. That's a dangerous man you've chosen to deal with. That's enough of that. What? Lost your nerve?
You under the delusion of your complete tasks. Live happily ever after. You under the delusion.
You're not him.
Wait, I want to talk.
Not here. Not in this place. I'm sorry.
For Olga. What are you?
I am sadness.
Saw you before.
We've met. I had bad dreams.
I've come for...
On the day we saw one another, I lay there.
So...
And I... When you placed the painting on my grave, tell me...
Your husband hunts out ever stronger sensations. He tempts fate, because at heart...
At heart he is stone, so nothing has changed. And did Olgierd mention me?
Not much.
The rose.
I need the rose.
It's so fragile. You know, I never did. I've come to a decision.
Our service thus ends. Thank you, stranger, for...
Before we go, some advice. Beware of the one called the Man of Glass. Stand in his way, and you'll meet a fate worse than death. Seek salvation in glass that can't be broken.
Glass that can't be broken?
So long.
I'll remember you.
That no longer matters.
day gone to shit. Two pints, and be quick.
Oh, please, good sir, a bit of...
So I look up, and Bob...
Geralt! Over here!
Oi, wait your looks. Use the look of a man and...
Thanks. Some other time.
Hey now, don't make me beg. My treats.
Show off.
Of course I am. Wouldn't you be?
And a great spice to you.
So, you were listening. Indeed, occasionally I find time. Like spiking the soup of unsavory individuals with appropriately ghastly things.
You actually control time, or is this just some...
What difference does it make?
A big one.
Let us say time has...
Why time?
Geralt, there are 4 dimensions. Length, width, height, and time. What would you have me fall in love with? Width? Come now.
Who are you, really?
Gaunter O'Dim, also known...
Not what I'm asking.
Ah, so you'd rather know what it is I do. In brief, I give folk what they...
And drop them in a world of hurt.
No, not I. That would be their poorly formulated wishes. I'm no cheat. I give folk what they want, nothing more. That the oft-desired unworthy things, that is entirely the fault of their rotten natures.
You're not human, that's clear. So what are you? A demon? A djinn?
Do you really wish to know?
Yes.
No, Geralt. You don't. This one time I shall spare you, and not grant your wish. All who have learned my true name are now either dead, or have met an even worse fate. Yet I still need you.
So, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I wanted to congratulate you. You acquitted yourself splendidly with Olgierd.
Was supposed to fulfill his 3 wishes. Did just that.
Nearly. To fulfill the terms of the contract to the letter, you must do one more thing. Draw Olgierd to the Temple of Lilvani.
We never discussed that.
Oh, but we did. As a man of the world, you should know that every contract contains a catch or two. This applies to oral contracts as well. Recall that I said, and I quote, I believe, however, that all will end well.
Yeah.
Fulfill your end of the bargain, and I will remove the brand. That was the last time you interrupted me while I was talking to someone.
What the devil? Why is there a fly in my soup? I was waiting. I had an eye out for you. Didn't see you coming.
I'm a witcher. Superhuman quickness. Just one of my many qualities.
You tossed this fly?
No. Now listen carefully. Tell your Ataman to come to the Temple of Lilvani. It's south of here.
What's the commotion?
Lilvani's temple. Got it?
Aye, got it.
Hold that!
Your friend, the medic.
Thanks.
No stranger to the bottle.
Did you see? The bloke literally dropped dead.
He was there, alive, a moment ago.
Blind drunk he was. Maybe he fainted.
Fainted? He's soaked in blood!
Witcher in the ass. No wonder folk are dropping. Cursed and next.
Long live its secret.
Shani?
Oh, Geralt. Good thing you...
What happened? Somebody break in?
This? No. Just...
What? When?
Not what I wanted to... I'm leaving, Geralt. The Eastern Front beckons.
Never mentioned you'd be moving?
I didn't know I would be. Found out this morning. 2 soldiers came to my door, said Redania needs me again.
Couldn't turn him down? Just say no?
Perhaps I could have. But I didn't want to. Treating the...
I understand. Any chance we'll see each other again?
Someday, I'm sure.
So, learn anything about Olgierd?
Well, I abandoned the books quickly. Decided that if I was going to learn the truth, I'd need to find someone who knows him.
Find anyone?
Turned out I didn't need to look far. A colleague at the Academy, an assistant to Professor Permathine Shakeslog, claims Olgierd von Everec met with the professor multiple times. Apparently, Olgierd asked the professor to do some research. Professor got so worked up doing it, he went daffy. Started jealously guarding his notes. Wouldn't even let his assistant look at them.
The professor. Where'll I find him?
Here in Oxenfurt. Cloistered inside his house on Academy grounds. Mage hunters guard his door.
Need to talk to this professor.
We'll go together. Redanian guard...
Guards have never stopped me.
Wound these, and I'll have to patch them up. Besides, we might run into a friend. Get inside free and easy.
So how are things at the Academy these days?
You mean since Radovid shut it down?
I mean, is it well guarded?
Might be all it is. Many of the faculty fled to the far north. The braver ones stayed, but assumed the guises of tailors and laundresses. Why?
Just curious. Scholars seem to have adopted mage tactics. They in the same bind? So the Eastern Front, and then?
Depends where they send me.
Wherever it is, take care of yourself.
Always do. So don't worry.
Halt! By order of King Radovid, no one's allowed inside the Academy.
Not even lecturers?
No one means no one.
See, you've become quite the stickler, Norbert. You were much kinder when I was patching you up. By the way, how's your knee?
Fine. Dandy. As if no arrow ever struck it.
Consider yourself a lucky... Because if I'd not decided to operate, you'd be a cripple to the end of your days.
Bruno? Eh? Maybe we ought to let her in. She's a decent lass. Not like to steal nothing.
All right. But alone.
Here's what we'll do.
How?
Don't know, but I'll figure something.
Agreed.
All right. Let me in. Geralt! Psst! Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Grab the line!
Where'd you get the rope?
Long story. But we've done well. Witch hunters guard the door.
Been a huge help already.
It was nothing. If you wish to see me again before I go, I'll be at home.
All right. Be seeing you.
Looking for a bruising?
What the? You killed him! Intruder! Get him!
Come on!
Shit yourself out of fear?
Get it from both sides! Doing it! You killed him! I will kill you! Ha!
Shattered mirror. No sign of impact. Probably not an accident. Boko's lesser key. Tomes about demons. Dusty as they come.
Franco? Is that you? Leave the bedpan in the usual spot. And take the platter. I shan't be eating today.
Professor Shakeslock?
Who the blazes? How'd you get in? Get out. I know nothing. Don't wish to know anything. Understand? No, no, no. Out!
Not gonna hurt you.
That demon sent you. I'm sure.
What demon?
Feigned ignorance. Please. You know. Gaunter O'Dim. Evil incarnate.
He didn't send me, but he is why I'm here. I'm a witcher.
A mutant. Yeah. Could be.
Why are there guards outside your door?
Protective custody. That's the phrase.
What do they want from you?
You may not be aware, but I'm one of the foremost experts on the...
And you're cooperating with the witch...
Cooperating? As if I had a choice. They're ignorant.
Came here because I need information.
A witcher. Then it follows I needn't fear. I'm hardly a post-conjunction creep.
What did Olgierd von I
curse the day I first set eyes upon them. He appeared at my doorstep one day, offering a sack. I agreed. Such matters are my speciality. And I went so far as to travel to Nilfgaard, the library there. There are records of encounters dating back thousands of years, in many cultures, under many names, but always as evil incarnate. In this land we call him Gaunter O'Dim. In deciphering the ancient scrawlings, I went blind. Yet I learned a great deal. Seemingly harmless contracts which drive their parties to
Know anything else about the man?
Gaunter O'Dim is no man. He is evil. Evil which assumes various forms. Forget about him, or die.
You're alive.
Alive? Yet I live in constant fear, born of what I've learned about him.
What's with the surroundings? These runes, what do they mean?
They protect me. Here, evil cannot touch me.
How do you know?
Told me himself. Paid me a visit once. A fascinating meeting that was. I was blind already, but saw him clearly. He smiled at me. Said he was honoured I'd taken such an interest in him. He wished to thank me, and explained he'd taken a similar interest in me. He drew the circle and said I'd be safe within it. His way of repaying me, you see.
Ever tried to leave it?
If you'd heard how he said it, you'd be as certain as I am what leaving would bring.
Olgierd signed one of these pacts with him?
Brilliant deduction. Have you guessed why? You must know that he came from a wealthy, yet did you know his fortune soured? He himself. Olgierd wished to elope. The further away, the better.
Quite the predicament.
Indeed. Their luck turned yet darker when a wandering witch. The rest follows naturally. Olgierd and O'Dim. A meeting at a crossroads. A wish. Olgierd was to sacrifice one he loved. O'Dim delights in difficult choices. He knew Olgierd loved two in this world. His betrothed and his brother, Vladimir. Olgierd chose, and soon thereafter married his beloved Iris, his fortune restored.
So did Olgierd kill his own brother?
No. Deduce, Witcher. O'Dim acts directly or indirectly. Olgierd merely signed the blood letter. The next day, his brother was dead.
Olgierd tell you all that?
He had to. How else was I to
Make it sound like an illness.
It is worse. Many illnesses are treatable, but play with evil, and medicine can be much harder to find.
Why was Olgierd out to get rid of O'Dim? He'd gotten what he wanted.
Had he? His heart had turned cold as ice. His feelings for his wife, for whom he'd sacrificed his brother, had withered. He'd lost all he'd loved. Had he wanted any of this? No. O'Dim grants what you wish, not what you want. All who sign a pact learn the difference and die by it.
All? No way to get rid of him?
Kill him, you mean? Kill evil? No. Yet the annals tell of a man who dissolved his pact by defeating O'Dim at his own game.
Meaning?
O'Dim wields contracts, word traps, duels of wits. Challenge him to such a duel. He'll agree, and can be beaten. But remember, there is only ever one stake. The sole thing he truly desires. Human souls.
Thanks. Helped me a lot.
Good. Very good. Ah, to feel useful after so many years locked up, living in fear. Why, it's pleasance itself.
Strange choice of locale. Guessing there's a reason for it.
You're an art lover. Thought you'd appreciate the place?
A witcher with aesthetic sensibility. Forgive my disbelief. But since we're here, I believe you have something for me.
Fulfilled the third wish.
How do I know this to be the rose? Very well might have picked this up at the Oxenfurt market an hour ago.
Look closely at it. Got it from Iris. It was the last thing that bound her to this world.
What?
I think she loved you. Meant this as a token of that love.
She loved me. After all that's passed. Iris. What a mess we made of it all. If I'd only known then how it would end. What's happening? I feel as though a hot iron's pierced my chest.
Sorry to have kept you waiting. So glad to see everyone. How do you feel, Von Everett? A little less troubled? Lighter on the heart?
Odim, what do you want?
What do you mean, what? Your soul.
You forget. The pact states you can take it only once you've fulfilled 3 wishes, and...
And we stand together on the moon. Well, what do you know?
What? No. We had a pact. The moon is there. There! Not here.
I gave you what you wished for. Here, on the moon, our contract you fulfilled.
Boss, you cheated.
I never cheat. It is done. Your soul belongs to me. At last. It's over. We must meet again one day. Business with you is pure pleasure.
Gonna remove the brand?
Ah, right away. Done. Now, tell me what reward you've chosen.
Wanna be fast. So fast no one will ever catch me.
Interesting wish. I think I've just the thing. Take this. Place it on your steed, and you will ride swift as the wind.
What now? Off to find another poor fool?
Haven't decided yet. But I do know if I ever have trouble collecting a debt, I shall turn to a witcher.